That is a big deer.
And he didn't even go 30 yards.
Oh my God. That was the first buck I've ever shot.
Woo! What a rush.
Money. That deer is dead. Tagged out, baby.
You shot one?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
I saw him go down.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Swap and Stomp episode. Today we're going to be doing a gear review. I'm actually going to be showing my JX3 and how I have it set up. I've been meaning to do this video for a while, but finally it's storming outside, so I got a little bit of time inside to do this and make it happen. So I got my JX3 right here. I got myself a little scale. We're going to see exactly how much my setup weighs. Now, keep in mind, being that we make these videos, we have to carry on a couple extra items, such as a camera arm and or camera base. Along with that, a dry bag. My camera is not waterproof, so I have to make sure that I can protect that camera during the rainy time of the year, and that's every day here in Florida. So, without further ado, let's see how much this thing weighs. I got me a little scale. Let me zero it out here. Try to tuck everything up in here. And tuck everything so it's the true weight of it. .27 exactly. See if I can go over there without knocking this over. There it is right there. So, some of you may be like, whoa, that's pretty heavy. And I wouldn't argue with you, because we're talking about 27 pounds. There's some climbers out there that you can buy that might be a little bit lighter than that, but this is everything that I'm going to go into the woods with. Whereas if you have a climber or similar, then you're going to be carrying your backpack. You're going to have a separate thing for, well, you're going to have your backpack, everything that goes in your backpack. So this is pretty much eliminating my need for a backpack, because I have everything already attached to my JX3 system. It's definitely not going to be the lightest option as far as saddles go, but this isn't necessarily a saddle. It's a hybrid, as you all know. So yeah, so that's a little bit of the trade-off that you get whenever you're gonna be running a JX3 over a normal saddle. Now, there's a lot of benefits to running the JX3 over a regular saddle, and that includes comfort. So this is a lot like sitting in a chair rather than sitting in a tactical diaper. Granted, I am not taking away from saddles, because we use the heck out of them. We love our saddles, but it's a different game, so we can't compare them. Although there are some similarities, they're not exactly the same. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and move forward and actually talk about what I got here. First and foremost, on the very back, I like to hang my thermocell. This is worth its weight in gold. I'd rather leave my bow or my rifle before I leave my thermocell, because at least I can still sit in the tree and take video of the animals that I saw. Without this, they're chasing me and or carrying me out of the woods. So, got that on here. And then on the right side, as you can see here, I got my quiver already attached to the JX3, and I'm running the True Glow 4-arrow quiver. When they're brand new, and if you haven't ran a standard size shaft through them, then these tend to hold on really well with these micro diameter shafts. I've had really good luck with this thing, and you can buy extra little attachments so that you can have your quiver on your bow and or attached to your stand or your JX3 like I have it here. So I'm going to remove this. This is able to stay on my bag the whole time. I mean on my JX3, and whenever I get to the tree, what I'll usually do is flip it around so that the longer part of the arrows that sticks out is facing away from me, and it allows me to climb the tree without having to do anything else with my quiver. So this is reversible. You can flip it this way, I can turn it that way. There's a bunch of things you can do with this here quiver. And then I got another piece on my bow in case I want to walk around with my quiver on my bow. So like I said, everything is here. I have a camera arm, I have my camera base. I don't have the lightest of camera arms and camera base. Right now I'm running the Muddy, and it's kind of heavy. So once I get to my tree, I'm going to remove this, set it to the side, and then my camera base, I have it set up where I can actually climb up the tree with it on there. What I generally do with this is slink it over one of these little arms or one of these little straps, and then it kind of hangs on the side. So once I get the camera base set up on the tree, I go ahead and ratchet strap it on there, and then I'll put the camera arm onto the tree. So that's it. Once I get to the tree, all I need to do is flip my quiver around and then remove my camera arm, and then I'm ready to get set up to climb. All of my climbing stuff is here as well. So first thing that I'm going to do is, I'll take it off. Otherwise my rope's going to fall on the floor and a bunch of stuff's going to fall on the floor. So I'll go ahead and remove these little clips. I'll open it up, and then now my JX3 is open. First thing you'll see here is my rope. If I have a preset, then I'll go ahead and thread this up into the tree, get it set up. That way I'm done with that. I have 80 feet of rope here, and I have found that I'd rather have more rope than I need than not enough. I tend to like to hunt way higher than a lot of people, and I have been in situations where with this rope, where I want it, and doing a base anchor, I have found myself where I'm actually reaching up to attach the rope to the base of the tree. Well, the base ended up being a little bit above my head, but yeah. So 80 feet of rope will get you about 40 feet if you're doing a base anchor. If you need to go any higher than that, then you may need an elevator and or an airplane. So you got that. All right. So you can see here on the back side, I have my camera arm. I got a little pack which isn't really attached, it's just looped over this, so if I need to grab that for whatever reason, I can. To get my camera arm off of here, all I gotta do is take this tag line off, and then I can pull it from the front. So I pull that, it lets my camera loose, and then I can grab it. So there's my, I said camera, I meant camera arm. This is just looped over, and then I have a small loop here on the side that that attaches to. So being that the JX3 has all these different little molly loops on it, what I'll do is either before I climb or after I climb, I go ahead and remove this guy, and then use a carabiner that I have here in the front of my JX3 and then attach to that so I can work hands-free. But if you're not videoing your hunts, you really don't have to worry about this part. This little contraption here it's one of those little doodads that you can cinch up your rope. So you pull it tight like this, and then it won't go the other way. And this is very helpful, so that whenever you're setting up your camera arm, I can whip this around the tree, tighten it up, it'll hold my camera base exactly where I need it, and then I can run the ratchet strap and strap it up where I need it. make small adjustments, and then attach it. So this is very handy. Wrap it around the tree, grab it onto one of these little strings, tighten it up. Next, I got my Belay device. This is actually the Mad Rock Lifeguard. I have that just attached on one of my molly loops here. These are actually the loops that come for the backpack strap. So I just hang that there. And then on this side, I have my hand ascender. I like to do SRT. This year I do intend on doing a little bit of one stick, and I'm gonna keep one stick with my platform, which I haven't figured out what stick I'm gonna use just yet. So that's why it's not here. I'm testing a few different ones and see what I like the best. And I want to have something that has a stick and a platform at the top, so that way I'm able to use it for one sticking if I need to, checking cameras. We like to put our cameras up high, and once I get it up there on my JX3, have a little platform to be able to stretch my legs on and, you know, work my way around the tree if I need to get those offhand shots. So other than that, that's not here. I got my little backpack. So this is a very small backpack. It's what's this place? Academy Sport brand. And what I have in my backpack right now, very simple. All I'm carrying right now is my gear hanger. So I have the gear hanger and I think the call. I got the Primo's, the cam. I got that and I keep that in my bag. During hunting season, what I'd probably have in here is spare batteries for my camera, or I'm gonna have like a little fanny pack for that. I'll have a card reader, maybe some snacks and stuff, and then a source of water, whether it be a small bladder or my canteen. This canteen, I've used it all last season, and it's been a sufficient amount of water for me. It's a military style canteen, and surprisingly it keeps your water nice and cool. As you can see, in comparison to the size of the bag, it's pretty close. So either I'm going to put it in the bag, or I'm just going to add a carabiner to this little loop here and attach it somewhere on my JX3. While I'm walking, what's really nice about the JX3, you have these straps down here. You can literally just stuff things under there and they'll stay. And once you close it up, it's secured in there. So it's a really versatile pack system, and you can use it how you want, whatever suits you best. I found that whenever I am running the JX3, I don't need a backpack because I just attach everything onto here, except for like a little pack like this to have little loose ends. JX3 does make a pack system that's pretty sweet. If you guys want to see that, I'm going to be talking about that in the next video. I actually do have a Gen 2 that I'm going to be showing and talking about in the pack system. So I like to use an adjustable bridge, and all I'm using for my adjustable bridge is a piece of Predator rope. On this side I have a bowline knot, and then on the other side I got a stopper knot and a prusik right here to adjust it. And this is about 4 feet, I want to say 4 foot long, maybe 5, and then I ate up some of the length with knots. But the only drawback about having this type of a bridge for this saddle is that being that you're sitting kind of like in a chair, if you tend to lean over right or left, it can catch you by surprise and it'll slip. Where the bridge that comes with the JX3, they took that into account. So it's not the new one is adjustable, but the one that came with this one, the Gen 1, wasn't adjustable, and they had a little section in the middle that was doubled up, and you attach to that. So if you were gonna lean or whatever and it slipped, it caught you. I learned the hard way that this one doesn't do that, so you just got to be mindful of that. Once I adjust my bridge down, it's actually probably, I don't know, 18 inches or so. So this knot and the Prusik tend to stop you, but you just gotta be mindful if you're gonna run this type of bridge. You know, it can scare you. It's not like you're gonna fall out of the thing, but it'll definitely wake you up if you're falling asleep. The other thing that I have on here on the what is this? So on the front side, on my left hand side, being that I'm right-handed, I have my lineman's loop, and the lineman's loop stays attached here. I have a carabiner with a ropeman 1, and that way I can adjust my lineman's loop as needed as I'm going up or down the tree, or if I need more workspace, I can adjust that easily. The next thing on my left side, which is my weak side, well, weak since I'm left-handed, I mean I'm right-handed, I have my pull-up line. So I have maybe 40 feet, maybe 38 feet of pull-up rope. I don't know, that's irrelevant, but I do have my pull-up rope on my left-hand side. And then on my right-hand side, on the shoulder piece, I have my extinguisher buck call. I pretty much take this on every saddle that I'm using, whether it be the JX3, if I'm using a different like cloth saddle, then I'll have this in my bag. It's a great call because it does all the pitches and stuff. So that's that. I keep it attached right here, so that way if I see something, I can grab it pretty quickly, do a little grunt, and then drop it. You know, it's out of the way. The other thing that I keep on my right hand side is my tether. This is the one that came with JX3. It's really nice because it has a ball on here that you can adjust. It stops the rope so it doesn't slide or come loose or anything like that. So that's a really nice tether. And then I have ropeman 1 on here so I can adjust my height. And then the last thing that I have on my right hand side is the windicator. I have a little pouch here with some cattail little seeds or whatever these little grassy things are. They're basically the swamp hot dogs. Once those things bloom, we pick those up and put them in a bag, and it's a great little windicator. So I have a little pouch of that. I haven't had any problems with this getting water or sprouting a cattail in my bag, so that's been nice. And then that's pretty much it. I'll go ahead and put everything back in here so you guys can see how I go about putting it all back together. So I like to leave my bridge up here so that it's up and out of the way, and whenever I'm going to go ahead and get into the tree, I don't have to fumble with it, just pull around and over. Camera arm goes on this side, on the right side. It just slides right down in here. Something like that. Rope goes down in the bottom. Quiver goes on this side, facing up. My camera base, basically just goes over this little shoulder here. Pull this tight. That's it for that. And close it. That's pretty much it. There it is. So that's my JX3 setup. I think it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and it works. I've been running this same setup for, I don't know, maybe 3 years now, and I really enjoy it. Not having to carry a backpack is really nice. It's pretty much, most of it's on here. That little pack that I have right there is pretty much everything I need. The only thing that I might be missing here is the dry bag that I like to carry. And generally what I'll do with the dry bag is pretty much just attach it to this part where right between your legs. So that way in the event that I have a storm rolling in, I'm able to wait till the very last minute and then grab the bag, cover my camera. And usually if there's no lightning, we tend to wait out the storms. So we'll sit in the rain. Most of the time it's very refreshing and nice for a little while to get cooled down. Although we have been in situations in North Florida where it's in the 30s and then it starts to rain. That's definitely no fun. But yeah. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Also, if you want to see another JX3 video, make sure you hit that bell notification, because we're going to go ahead and do the review and comparison of the Gen 2 versus the Gen 1 JX3. I'm also going to be showing the JX3 gear pack. Also, please make sure you check out our Patreon page. We'll put the link somewhere up here, or it's going to be down in the description. Also, we have a merch store, and our merch store is www.swampandstompllc.com. We have all kinds of really cool gear there, depending on when you're watching this video. Some of the gear may change, but make sure you go check that out. And if you haven't already, check out our event page on Facebook. We have some really cool events coming up. On June 25th, we have a really cool saddle 3D tournament where we're going to be giving away a bunch of different saddles for the winners, and we'll be raffling off some cool gear. We have a JX3 that we're going to be giving away there as well. So you should definitely come try to make a trip and check us out. If you want the address and everything like that, go to our Facebook page and or our Instagram page. We have an event page there as well. So I think that's a wrap, and thanks for checking us out, and see you in the next video.